terrifying encounter with a killer clown, the horrors behind the painted grin, true horror story. My name is William, and I've always had an inexplicable fear of clowns. Ever since I was a child, their grotesque smiles and eerie laughter sent shivers down my spine. Now, as an adult, I thought I had left those childish fears behind, but fate has a cruel way of proving us wrong. It all started one gloomy evening while I was driving home from work. Rain poured from the darkened skies, and the distant thunder added to my unease. I saw a lone figure by the side of the road, waving frantically for help. I hesitated but ultimately pulled over, deciding to be a good Samaritan. As I rolled down the window, the pungent smell of wet paint hit my nose. The figure was a clown, drenched in rain, with tears of white paint streaming down his makeup-clad face. "Thank you for stopping," he said with a gravelly voice. "My car broke down, and I don't have a phone. Could you give me a lift to the nearest gas station?" I felt my heart race, but my desire to help overpowered my fear. "Sure, hop in," I replied, trying to keep my voice steady. The clown climbed into the passenger seat, his painted grin stretching eerily from ear to ear. He introduced himself as Jingles and started to make small talk, but his words seemed to be filled with hidden malice. My unease grew with every passing second, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I decided to distract myself by focusing on the road ahead. The rain had intensified, making visibility almost impossible. Despite the weather, Jingles remained calm, his painted grin never faltering. He started to hum an unsettling tune, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. As we approached the gas station, I felt a sense of relief. I intended to drop Jingles off and be on my way, but he had other plans. "Would you mind coming inside with me?" he asked, his voice strangely persuasive. "I need some assistance." I reluctantly agreed, not wanting to anger the peculiar clown. The gas station was dimly lit, and the few customers present gave us uneasy glances as we walked in. Jingles directed me to the back of the store, where an old wooden door led to a hidden room. My heart pounded loudly in my chest, warning me of impending danger. I should have trusted my instincts and left, but I couldn't resist the pull of morbid curiosity. The room was filled with creepy clown paraphernalia and an unsettling collection of rusty tools. "What is this place?" I stammered. Jingles chuckled, a sound that echoed eerily off the walls. "This is my sanctuary, a place where I create my art." As he said those words, I noticed a painting hanging on the wall. It depicted a sinister-looking clown holding a bloodied knife, surrounded by lifeless bodies. My stomach churned with dread. Before I could escape, Jingles lunged at me, pinning me to the ground. His painted grin revealed sharp, yellow teeth, and his eyes glowed with an otherworldly malevolence. "You see," he whispered, "I've been waiting for someone like you. Someone who fears clowns to their core." Terror gripped me as he brandished a knife, ready to make me a part of his twisted artwork. I struggled, but his strength was overwhelming. Just as hope began to slip away, a loud siren blared outside, and police lights flooded the room. Jingles looked up, his malevolent expression replaced with a mask of fear. The police had arrived, and they were coming for him. In that moment of distraction, I managed to break free and run towards the officers. As I was pulled to safety, the police surrounded Jingles. His painted grin turned into a scowl of rage, and he fought fiercely against his captors. The truth about him unfolded. Jingles was no ordinary clown. He was a psychopathic serial killer who used his clown persona to lure victims. From that day on, I became an advocate for my fears, encouraging others to trust their instincts and not let morbid curiosity lead them into danger. I will never forget the terror of that night, the horrors behind the painted grin, and the chilling realization that monsters can wear the guise of innocence.